Hey guys, Baseblade here again. Just as a reminder, don't forget to click the link below to verified giveaway, where I do giveaways every month for gift cards, etc. It's free to enter, it's free to join up, and all you got to do is do a few actions and you can win some free stuff. That's all there is to it. So don't forget. See you soon. Hey guys, what's going on? Baseblade here once again, coming at you with a bit of a strange Let's Talk. Only because not too long ago I had to leave work a couple of times. As many of you may know, I have ended up with another new job, but this time it's in a full-time role. This is really why you haven't seen many videos from me recently, it's because it's a little bit more difficult to roll the videos out now and edit them and etc, and also play games, because I do have to be up super early, and I can tell you now, some people are really happy with that, because it doesn't leave much time for gaming. But I still persevere and carry on. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm in a lot better place at work now, which is good. But what I was not happy with is I got pulled out of work first time because I was pretty ill. I was sick at work and I ended up with some ferocious stomach pains. And I'll put this down just to heaving, retching, actually being sick. You know when you get that cramp in your stomach and it really goddamn hurts? I'll just put it down to that. Well, the next day, still getting these pains, but not being sick, which sort of worried me a bit, because then I thought, wow, what if this is something a little bit more serious? So, ended up going to work, doing the majority of my shift, and then all of a sudden, the pain hit, and it hit hard. I ended up having to go to, in the UK we have walk-in centres, where if you can't see a doctor ASAP, or get an appointment soon, you can go into one of these walk-in centres and hopefully a doctor can see you within about 2 to 3 hours. It's like going to an A&E/emergency room, but generally less helpful. So I ended up going to this place, going there now, and waiting a hell of a long time, having to give up a pee sample, which is very, very strange. I've never had to do it, even I've ever walked into an emergency centre like that before. And waiting, and I mean waiting for ages, and it got to the point where I was getting a bit paranoid, because I had to go and pick up my friend's daughter, which is something I took great pride in, because to be fair, I've never had somebody have that much level of trust in me, not friends nor family, that they would entrust me with their child in that sort of capacity. And I thought, I can't fuck this up, so this takes priority over everything. So back into this emergency doctor's place, sitting there waiting. Doctor calls me in, examines me, starts pressing on my stomach and on my lower abdomen towards my groin, starts tapping, asked about how I've been feeling, telling him wretched yesterday about the pain. Comes at me and says, right, so from what you've described, we're going to need to get you straight down to A&E, into the hospital, because you could have appendicitis. Now, for those who don't know what appendicitis is, the appendix is a useless organ in the system which can kill you when ruptured. It can do a mini explosion, and I think they gave it, I think it's about 96% mortality rate, which for something that's non-use in your body anymore is absolutely ridiculous. And I could not Adam and Eve it. I thought, Jesus Christ, just my fecking luck. 3 times my body's tried to kill me. This is going to be a thing. 3rd time's a charm, as they say. So I said, okay, I'll go down as soon as I've gone and done what I need to do. So a few hours later, get back into A&E. Now, as many of you may have seen on my Snapchat stories, I don't like hospitals very much. Hospitals scare the crap out of me. It's full of people with diseases and things, and everybody around me was absolutely coughing and spluttering, had worse injuries than what I did. And I mean, Christ, I thought it was absolutely terrible. But on the way in, I had to go and see somebody called the streaming nurse. Now, I asked this nurse, I said, okay, so do you get Netflix or Hulu? And she looked at me so blank. Others behind her pissed herself laughing. Result. So from this, seen the first set of doctors, examined again. I said, right, you're going to need to stay. Put drips and shit in my arms and whatnot. And left them there for over an hour and a half. I was like, well, what am I doing with all these needles and things protruding from my body and these stints and whatnot? Couldn't bend my arm properly, it was weirding me out. So I took one of my painkillers, and for many of you who do know me, my painkillers are pretty trippy if you fight them, because they do give you the urge to sleep. So I was buzzing in the middle of the hospital, and then a few hours later another doctor comes in, a consultant, a surgeon consultant, which absolutely petrified me. So I thought, shit, I've got to have surgery. Now, the last time I had surgery, I had to have a day to prepare for it because I don't do well with needles and anything like that, and it absolutely scared the crap out of me. So I wasn't looking forward to this, as you can imagine. But he said, from the sounds of it, it's not appendicitis, but it can be something just as bad. I need another consultant to look at you. We've got to move you to a ward. And I was like, shit, I've got to go to a ward. First thing through my mind was, can't stay here, I've got work tomorrow. Also, I've got to go and pick up my friend's daughter, not stopping here for love nor money. So, went trawling around this hospital with somebody who had no idea about where he was going or what he was doing. And to be fair, the NHS in England do a fantastic job, I can never fault them, but this dude, he must have just been employed to walk around aimlessly and not know what the fuck he was doing. Wasn't helping my stress levels at all, wasn't exactly helping the anxiety at all, which absolutely knocked the crap out of me. But I persevered. I got down to this ward, met these two gents who, salt of the earth, fantastic, gotta love them to bits. Absolutely petrified me, because the ward they were on were for people with things like missing bell parts and bell cancer. And there's me thinking, Jesus Christ, why am I here? Have they discovered something worse in blood tests or urine samples, or what the hell's going on? FYI, urine was fine, just a higher level of protein in the urine than there should have been. I was okay with that. So, hey, look at that, I got a kill on Fortnite, and then somebody killed me straight away. Just my fucking luck. But, I digress. So, getting into this ward, sitting there, luckily, I was the only one in the ward with a phone that was working with Wi-Fi and access to the internet, so I could keep up with the football results. Man United did shit, by the way. Fucking merde! But, hey ho. And, all these people getting looked at and checked before me, because obviously they was there beforehand, and not leaving, and I was like, oh no, it's going to be me next. What is going on? What are they going to find? So, my rather tasty surgeon come over to me, examined me again. I'm sure people just like examining me sometimes for the fun of it, and said, right, so your appendix isn't due to burst by the looks of it. Fantastic. But you do have a grumbling appendix and an onset hernia. Bad news. Grumbling appendicitis. It's the onset stages, so it can still lead to appendicitis. So you have to monitor the pain. I had to monitor the pain for about 5 days. If the pain got considerably worse, go back in, get more tests done, just in case it is going to pop. Now, this time a lot of people was like, well, why don't you just have it done? I've considered it, but NHS services don't do unnecessary surgery, so thank you for that. And secondly, as mentioned previously, don't do surgery same day. Not happening. But that was the least of my worries. The main worry is now this onset hernia, because apparently it is starting to protrude. So, in summary, grumbling appendix, onset hernia, everything okay, monitor pain levels. But as a side effect from all this, I can't eat properly at the moment still. I'm having significant trouble, still holding down full meals. So I'm having about a meal and a half a day, as well as nourishment drinks. Now, I don't know if anybody out there has ever had these things. They're like milkshakes, but packed with, I think, everything under the sun that you could think of that can fit in your body, like fats, acids, minerals, etc. But I think I have to get some tests done, because all through this, anytime I would have any form of dairy product, I was having significant pain, and I was thinking to myself, have I become lactose intolerant? And there was me chuckling to myself when I was thinking this, thinking, you can't become lactose intolerant. Done a bit of research. Yes, you fucking can. You can become lactose intolerant. So that's another thing to worry about, but that's going to be later on. Also, I didn't know that you could become a celiac as well, which is something I've thought in the past couple of days, because I can't really stomach bread without it bloating me and causing some right grief, which is hella weird. Little side note with that, started taking turmeric tablets, but apparently it helps with bloating, but it doesn't help with wind, believe me. But I digress. So, long and short of it at the minute, still monitoring pain levels, because I do still get the odd twinge every now and again, and really just waiting for this hernia to pop out, because they can't do nothing until it does. Preventative medicine, hey people, dab 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 dab. But as mentioned before, it's not the first time my body's decided to say, fuck you Craig, I'm going to test you, I'm going to try and kill you. First time was when I was about 19, 20, going through a rather terrible time within my life, which I think we'll either discuss or we will talk about later on in a different video. But ended up with a stomach ulcer, a peptic ulcer if you will, which at one point it got that bad, and the doctors confirmed this, it stopped the majority of the blood flow to my system in my stomach and tried to kill me off that way. Luckily, I ended up going to Cyprus and Egypt and relaxing a little bit to try and counteract this. Second time, not too long ago, cancerous mole on the side of my body. This is what I was on about when I said I had to get a surgery and I had to have a day. But went to work, done my shift, went to the hospital, had it all burnt out, well, cut out and then body seared. Bit of a side note, it was a Tuesday, so for you out there in the UK who do know, Tuesday Steak Club, as per Weatherspoon's law. And while they were singeing my insides to stop the bleeding, the technical, well, the normal term is cauterised, I do know this, I gotta admit I smelt like steak, and it didn't make me want a steak. It was rather tasty. So for any of you out there who are wondering, in an apocalypse, come for me, because apparently I smell fine as hell. Miller and Carter have got fuck all on me. That cut out, that to this day I don't think is healed correctly, because the insides every now and again still feel like they're bleeding out, and the scar is rather nasty, as quite a few people can attest to. It doesn't look right. And then obviously with this now, so in conjunction, body hates me, and yeah, it just brought me to a bit of a newfound, like I say, I survived again, brought me to like a sort of newfound enlightenment, shall we say, in life. It sent me into a bit of a sad place, granted, but I would say I found myself not caring less, but taking a few more risks. I mean, recently, as you all know, made a new really good friend who I don't think is talking to me very much at the moment, but I don't think that's their fault, if I'm totally honest. But that is still yet to be seen. And there's things I've opened up to this person and to my best friend. You all know her, April H, with the X's on the end. And yeah, it's not a case of not caring. It's more of a case of caring enough to be a bit more open with people. And really, folks, that's one of the biggest things you can ever do. Life is a scary place. You can get hurt, you can get done over, you can get screwed over, but you've got to have faith in certain people, and the ones who do will always be there for you, no matter what. And I've got to say, I've got 2 or 3 at the minute who I entrust my life with, and my child's life, and my family's life, and I know they do the same for me. There's not much I wouldn't do for them, and if you ever find anybody like that in life, hold on to them, hold on strong, because there's not many of them about. And I am a little sad at the minute that this one particular friend seems so far away now that it's just a bit weird not being around them every now and again or talking to them daily. But like I said, I don't know if that's their fault. It may be mine. Tell a lie, it is near enough all my fault. But I haven't got a filter. As many people now, I'll tell you as it is, I won't lie. Don't lie to you. If I think something's wrong, I will tell you. I don't sugarcoat shit. You can't polish a turd because it's always going to fucking smell and look the same, so what's the point? I'll always be there to back it up. I'll always be there to tell you what you think you need to hear, because some people don't need to hear the truth all the time. They need that bit of reassurance and that comfort, but at the end of the day, you'll always get my honest and trusting opinion, and the majority of the time I'm right, about 99%, 9999999. Dab, right. And that's unfortunate because a lot of people think I'm big-headed and a bit of an arse for it, but what can I say? And also we've had a new member to the family, Buster, a little puppy, a pain in the ass, biting everything. And there was one point where I didn't think that I'd ever come into the family ever again, because everybody was so much against having a new dog. But Amy loves him, I'm growing to like him. No, I do, I love him to pieces. He's just a pain in the ass with his nipping all the time, and god damn it does my fruiting. But we're going to start to draw this to a close now, so thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Talk. Big thank you to the Parker girls once again, Fortnite, because I don't think anybody else ever plays anything else anymore. I mean, Christ, I spent £90 on a COD game, I spent 60 odd on this fecking Monster Hunter World. Nobody ever goddamn plays it anymore. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you all next time, and be excellent to each other. Peace and much love.